we will start with linear differential equations. Linear differential equations. So you already know the definition of a linear differential equation. We can always put a linear differential equation in this form: dy by dx plus py is equal to q, where p and q are functions of x. This thing you can always do for a linear differential equation, right? So how do we solve a linear differential equation? There is something called integrating factor. Integrating factor is a factor which, which if we multiply on both sides of the equation, then our equation will become exact. So basically, if you can somehow find an integrating factor for a differential equation, then you can make that differential equation exact, and then you can solve that differential equation. I'll show you that in this case, in the case of a linear differential equation, integrating factor is e raised to power integral of this p, this particular p. So if I'll solve this differential equation, I'll ask you to multiply this given equation, multiply the given equation with e raised to power integral p dx. So what you will get? You will get integral e raised to power p dx times dy by dx plus p into integral p dx times y is equal to q e raised to power integral p dx. Now can you tell me what is this thing? This is as if suppose I want to integrate this thing, e raised to power integral p dx times y. If I want to differentiate this thing, so I'll apply product rule. What I'll do, first I'll keep this factor e raised to power integration p dx as it is, which I have here, and I'll differentiate y with respect to x, that is dy by dx. Then plus, that is a product rule, I'll keep y as such here, right? And I'll differentiate this thing. How to differentiate e raised to power something? Differentiation of e raised to power something is that e raised to power something, that is e raised to power integration p dx into the chain rule applies now. The differentiation of this particular thing. Now what is the differentiation of integration of p? That is p itself. Differentiation and integration, they are inverse processes, so you'll get p. So the left hand side, this left hand side is nothing but differentiation of y e raised to power p dx. So I can write it like this: this is equal to q e raised to power p dx. Okay. Now I can integrate this thing. Now I can integrate this in both sides of this equation. I can integrate to get, I'll integrate this thing. I'll get y e raised to power p dx is equal to integration q e raised to power p dx plus a constant of integration. So I have solved my differential equation. This is the solution of the differential equation. So what is like algorithm is, I'll call this thing e raised to power integration p dx. This is what? This is integrating factor. So the solution is y into integrating factor is equal to integration of q into integrating factor dx plus a constant of integration. So you will first of all write your differential equation in the form dy by dx plus py is equal to q. I'll write down the algorithm. So what you will do is algorithm to solve linear differential equation. Algorithm to solve you will write down the equation in the form, write your equation in the form dy by dx plus p times y is equal to q, right? This is your first step. The second step is you will compute the integrating factor. Compute the integrating factor, and what is your integrating factor? Which is e raised to power p dx, right? The third is finally you will write down the solution. Solution is given by y times integrating factor is equal to q into integrating factor, right? You will multiply q with integrating factor and then you will integrate that thing again plus a constant of integration. This is how you will give the solution of the differential equation. Here you must note this thing, note down this thing. Suppose I have this thing. Instead of like if I interchange x and y, if I have this thing dx by dy plus a function of y times x is equal to a function of y. So here my I'll treat x as a dependent variable and y as an independent variable. So integrating factor will be e raised to power p y, p is a function of y, so dy, right? Solution will be given by x into integrating factor is equal to q into integrating factor integration with respect to y plus a constant of integration. This is obvious thing, but still you must have this thing clear in your mind. So we'll now do some examples to have more clarity. Consider this thing: dy by dx plus cos x upon sin x y is equal to cos x. So this is the differential equation, and obviously this is in the form of dy by dx plus p times y is equal to q, where p and q both are functions of x only. So this is a linear differential equation. I'll solve this by calculating integrating factor. So what is my p here? P is cos x upon sin x. You have to make sure that your coefficient of dy by dx is 1. Only after that you will write your p and q. Here it is already 1, so I don't need to worry. So my integrating factor is e raised to power p dx, which is e raised to power cos x upon sin x dx, which is e raised to power, what is this? Log of sin x, which is your sin x. So my solution will be given by y times integrating factor, that is my sin x, is equal to integration of q. Q is your cos x, this is my q, into integrating factor. What is your integrating factor? Sin x. This is your integrating factor dx plus a constant of integration, say a, right? So this is y into sin x is equal to integration of sin x cos x is I'll multiply with 2 and I'll divide with 2. So this is integration 1 by 2 sin of 2x sin 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x dx plus a. Now what is this? Integration of sin x is minus cos x divided by differentiation of 2x, that is 2, and already 1 2 is there, plus constant of integration. So your solution is y into sin x is equal to minus cos of 2x upon 4 plus a. This is your solution. You can take sin x that side also. It's up to you. Okay, we can try some more questions. Look at this thing. Consider this problem. dy by dx 1 plus x square times dy by dx plus y is equal to e raised to power tan inverse x. Can try this thing, guys. First thing to notice, here the coefficient of dy by dx is not 1, right? So I'll have to make this coefficient 1. So what I will do, I will divide with 1 plus x square. I can surely divide with 1 plus x square because I know that 1 plus x square is never 0. So this is dy by dx plus 1 upon 1 plus x square times y is equal to e raised to power tan inverse x upon 1 plus x square. So now what is my p? P is 1 upon 1 plus x square, and what is my q? Q is e raised to power tan inverse x upon 1 plus x square. So what is your integrating factor? That is e raised to power p dx, that is equal to e raised to power integration of 1 plus x square dx, which is e raised to power tan inverse of x, right? So what is the solution? Wait. Solution is given by y times integrating factor, which is e raised to power tan inverse x is equal to q times, that is e raised to power tan inverse x upon 1 plus x square. This is my q into integrating factor, which is e raised to power tan inverse x dx plus a constant of integration. Now can you integrate this thing? How to integrate this thing? Put e raised to power tan inverse of x is equal to z. Now differentiate, you will get how to differentiate this thing. First you will differentiate e raised to power tan inverse of z x, that is e raised to power tan inverse of x into chain rule. Tan inverse x differentiation is 1 upon 1 plus x square dx is equal to dz. So this whole thing is equal to dz. So I have this thing, y into e raised to power tan inverse of x is equal to, this is z, e raised to power tan inverse x is z dz plus a. So this is y e raised to power tan inverse of x is equal to z square upon 2 plus a. Now you can put the value of z square back. So your solution is y into e raised to power tan inverse of x is equal to e raised to power tan inverse of x whole square divided by 2 plus a. This is your solution. You can obviously manipulate the things. You can take tan e raised to power tan inverse x that side. That you can do always, right? Next thing we are going to do is Bernoulli's equation. So we'll start with now Bernoulli's equation. Bernoulli's equation is nothing but a special form of linear differential equation. Okay, we'll start with Bernoulli's equation. What is that? Spelling. This is Bernoulli's equation. So what is a Bernoulli's equation? If your equation is of this form, dy by dx plus p into y is equal to q times y raised to power n, where p and q are functions of x, right? If your equation is of this form, this is a Bernoulli's equation. So can you tell me how to solve this equation? What substitution you need to make? Actually, you will reduce this to a linear equation, which we did. So what is this? I can write this equation as this: 1 upon y raised to power n dy by dx plus p 1 upon y raised to power n minus 1 is equal to q. Okay. Obviously, I am assuming that my y is not 0. Right? That you can do. So now I'll make this substitution. This is p times, okay. So I'll put this thing is equal to, say, z. Put 1 upon y raised to power n minus 1 is equal to z. So now if you will differentiate this thing, what you will get? This is 1 minus n upon y raised to power n. Sorry. Yeah, fine. Dy upon dx, this implies, is equal to dz upon dx. So I can write this equation as, you can write equation 1 as, this is 1 upon y times dy by dx. You can take this thing, this is a constant number, you can take this thing the other side, 1 upon 1 minus n dz by dx plus p times z is equal to q, right? So what is this? This is your dz by dx plus p times a number 1 minus n into z is equal to q times a number 1 minus n. This is some number. This is again a function of q only, x only. This is again a function of x only. So we get this thing, dz upon dx plus some p dash times z is equal to q dash, where p dash and q dash, these are functions of x only. So basically we again get the linear differential equation, which we can solve using integrating factor, right? So we'll do one example. Okay. Wait. See this question. Secant square y, see this problem. Secant square y dy by dx plus x tan y is equal to x cube. Can you tell me from where should I start? Very obvious thing you can see. Very obvious. This is tan y, and differentiation of tan y is secant square y. So I must put tan y, I must substitute tan y as something. So let tan y, this is actually not in that exact form, not in Bernoulli's form. We can reduce it to Bernoulli's form. Tan y is equal to some w. So I have secant square y dy by dx is equal to dw by dx. So I can write my equation as dw by dx plus x times w is equal to x cube. Sorry, I couldn't reduce this thing to a Bernoulli's equation, but I reduced it to a linear equation. Okay, we'll solve it, right? So now you can solve this. This is linear, this is not Bernoulli's. I'll write down another example for Bernoulli equation. So what is the integrating factor? Integrating factor is e raised to power p, which is your x dx. So that is your e raised to power x square by 2. So your solution is given by w times integrating factor, which is e raised to power x square by 2, right? Sorry, not this. Is equal to your q, which is x cube, into integrating factor, which is e raised to power x square by 2 dx, right? Now how to integrate this thing? You'll put x square by 2 is equal to some z. It implies dx x dx is equal to dz. So your right hand side is, you'll get this thing as w times e raised to power x square by 2 is equal to 1x will be utilized for this thing, x dx will be dz, x square you will put 2z e raised to power z, right, dz. So what is the integration of plus some constant of integration obviously. What is the integration of z e raised to power z? Z e raised to power z minus e raised to power z. This is integration by parts plus a. Now you can put the value of z back, z and w back. W was your tan y. So your solution is finally tan y into e raised to power x square by 2 is equal to 2 into z is your x square by 2 minus 1 e raised to power z is your x square by 2 plus a, right? This is your solution. Bernoulli's is like, see one more example for Bernoulli. I'm just writing it down. There are so many examples you can have from your book. Plus p uh, plus py is equal to suppose this is my wait. I'll consider this example. dy by dx plus xy is equal to x square y cube, right? This is your Bernoulli's equation. You can solve it. What you will do? This is, you will divide with y cube. This is your 3, right? Divide with y cube, so you will get 1 upon y cube dy by dx plus x into 1 upon y square is equal to x square. Now you can make this substitution, 1 upon y square is equal to z, which implies minus 2 upon y cube dy by dx is equal to dz by dx, right? So I have this factor is equal to minus 1 by 2 dz by dx. So this implies minus 1 by 2 dz by dx plus x times z is equal to x square. This further implies dz by dx minus 2xz is equal to minus 2x square, right? Now you can have your integrating factor from here. What is your integrating factor? Integrating factor is e raised to power minus 2x dx. This is e raised to power minus x square. So your answer will be given by, solution will be given by z times e raised to power minus x square is equal to minus 2 x square e raised to power minus x square dx, right? Plus some constant of integration. So now you can put the value of z back. What was your z? Z was 1 upon y square, I think. Yeah, z was 1 upon y square. So you will put the value of z back, 1 upon y e raised to power minus x square is equal to minus 2 x square e raised to power minus x square dx plus a. So, sometimes you may get an integral which you can't, you are not able to exactly find out what this integral is. So you can left that thing as such, right? Not always. If you really think that you will not be able to find this integral, so you can at least reach up to here, right? This you can find, obviously. This is some gamma function, but I don't think so that is right now in your syllabus, so you can leave it like this. So there is one more thing which I'll do for you people. That is very simple. That is Clairaut's form. That is very simple and very interesting thing actually. These are the name of scientists and mathematicians, like, who somehow researched on these things. So this is not let me make it clear. Now we are not talking about a linear differential equation. We are not talking about degree 1 differential equation. This Clairaut's differential equation, Clairaut's differential equation, Clairaut apostrophe S. So Clairaut's differential equation is, what is this? This is not, this is of first order, this is of order 1, right? Degree can be anything. Degree can be more than 1. Of course, it can be 1. Till now, we did all the problems, all the methods for degree 1 differential equations. Now, degree can be more than 1. Right? So, what is the Clairaut's form? This is, you have, if I call my dy by dx, you call dy by dx as p. So, Clairaut's form is, Clairaut's differential equation is y is equal to px plus some function of p, right? For example, if somebody ask me to solve this differential equation, y is equal to x dy by dx plus dy by dx raised to power 10, right? So what is this? This is y is equal to px if I replace dy by dx with p plus p raised to power 10. So this is nothing but Clairaut's form. So the solution for Clairaut's form is, you have to just replace your p with c. Just replace your p with c. Can you see how that is a solution? Try this thing. How I have to replace p with c only. What I am saying is, solution to this thing is y is equal to some constant. I know that if I am solving a differential equation of order 1, I'll get one arbitrary constant in my solution, and I'm saying this is a solution. For example, for this differential equation, solution is y is equal to ax plus a raised to power 10. This is a solution. How come that is a solution? That is very simple. I have this thing, y is equal to px plus fp. I'll differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate this thing. When I'll differentiate, I'll get dy by dx is equal to p, right, plus x into dp by dx plus f dash p. Now what is this? This is nothing but p. So pp cancels, I get, sorry, f dash p into dp by dx. Chain rule, obviously. So I get x plus f dash p into dp by dx is equal to 0. It implies that either my x plus f dash p is 0 or dp by dx is 0. What does this imply? This implies p is some constant, right? Actually, this is not like right now in your syllabus. This thing will give a this will give a, you know, some singular solution to your problem that we are not dealing right now. So you get that p is a constant. So in the equation you will replace your p with a constant and you'll get the solution. For example, see this differential equation. This is IIT 1999, like very old, but still it's a good problem. The question is, solve dy by dx square minus x dy by dx plus y is equal to 0. Right? So what is this? This is p square minus xp plus y is equal to 0, which implies y is equal to px minus p square, which is Clairaut's form. So the solution is y is equal to cx minus c square. This is the solution. Very simple, right? Or you can try some more problems. Example, see this thing. Solve this is the problem. Solve sin px cos y is equal to cos px sin y plus p. Can you see? How can you solve this? What is this? This is sin px cos y minus cos px sin y is equal to p. Now what is this? This is sin cos minus cos sin. So this is sin of px minus y is equal to p. So this is px minus y is equal to sin inverse of p. This implies y is equal to px minus sin inverse of p, which is Clairaut form. So I can write the solution is y is equal to cx minus sin inverse of c. This is your solution. Okay. Thank you.